Guys, I just want to touch bases on this TrustPilot. Now, I know there's two TrustPilots. There's one Pinnacle Credit Management and the other one's Pinnacle Credit Repair. I'm going to disassociate from the Pinnacle Credit Repair because it doesn't look to be the one that little Andy's actually managing, right? It's not valid as being a verified company. Nobody's physically managing that one. So they may be legit negative reviews, but TrustPilot can't validate that anyone owns that company, right? And it makes sense because little Andy uses Pinnacle Credit Management for everything anyways. But I want to talk about this really quick because this is my super secret link, which goes in and tells me a little bit about, I don't know if you caught that little, what is that called? I don't know if you caught that little reference there, my super secret link. But this goes in and talks a little bit about the company here. And I just want to go over a couple of things that I thought was interesting. So this is how TrustPilot validated that little Andy is the owner of Pinnacle Credit Management. They validated it based on the registered domain name ownership and a bank account. When a bank account registered during the subscription process, which means he's paying for this. I'm assuming, right? TrustPilot has no recent records of Pinnacle Credit Management asking their customers to review them. That's interesting, right? I'm going to re-say that. TrustPilot has no recent record of Pinnacle Credit Management asking their customers to review them. So they have no record of little Andy saying, hey, review me on TrustPilot, right? But that's not what's interesting. What's interesting here is they had a total reviews from the past 12 months is 14. So they had a total of 14 reviews. 11 of those 14s were organic views. 3 of those 14 was verified reviews. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is organic reviews is someone just going to TrustPilot and writing a review. Didn't get asked, didn't get nothing. They just got pissed off at Pinnacle, went on Google, went Pinnacle Credit Management Reviews, TrustPilot showed up, they clicked on it and wrote a review. Now, 3 of those 14 were verified reviews, which means if we look at verified, it says, with TrustPilot's automated invitation services, reviewers are automatically invited to write a review following their experience with a company. This review is automatically labeled verified, which means TrustPilot asked these customers to write a review. Now, how they find out what these customers are, I don't know, right? But these numbers are very important. 11 organic, 3 verified, total of 14 in the past 12 months. Keep those numbers in mind. If we scroll down here, we can see that he typically replies to negative reviews in about a week or less. And he has replied to 6 out of 6 negative reviews. So out of those 14, 6 were negative. Out of those 11, I should actually say, 6 were negative. And he replied to all 6. But if we go down a little bit more, what is a flag review? A flag review is Pinnacle Management may flag a review that they think is a breach of TrustPilot's guidelines. Pinnacle Credit Management selects the reason they flagged the review. So flag reviews are flagged based on little Andy's thoughts, right? Whether he thinks they're legit or not. Keep that in mind. So now we're getting into all the data that I tell you to keep in mind. Pinnacle Credit Management flagged 11 of their 14 reviews. Now, we all know little Andy only flags negative reviews or negative reviews that he thinks are negative, but he flagged 11 out of the 14. So that only leaves about 3 legitimate reviews that a customer may or may not have written that he knows are truly customers. Now, if we look at the distribution of the flagged reviews, we can see that he flagged 1 5-star review. Why the hell would he flag a 5-star review is beyond me. But he flagged 10 1-star reviews. Right? So let's keep that in mind. So if we 10 plus 1 is 11 out of the 14 in the past 12 months. Let me rephrase that. 10 plus 1 is 11 out of the 14 that he received in the past 12 months. So what happened to these 11 flagged reviews? Well, out of the 11, 6 still remained on TrustPilot. And 5 were removed, right? Because 5 plus 6 is 11. But why did they remain? Why did they remain? Well, let's look at that. 4 of the reviews TrustPilot verified as being legitimate reviews. So let's read this. Reviews isn't in breach of TrustPilot's guidelines for the reason flagged by Pinnacle Credit Management. 4. So 4 of those 6, or 4 of those 11s, however you want to route it here, TrustPilot say, nope, that's right. They are legitimate customers. They provided information. There is proof. Yep, these are real customers. These are real reviews. Now, reviewers that did not respond to TrustPilot's request to resolve the breach that Pinnacle has flagged. Now, I don't know why Pinnacle flagged these reviews or what reason he has chosen to flag these reviews, but 5 out of the 11 did not get back to TrustPilot, did not provide information. However, so that's 5 plus 4. Can we do math? It's 8. So that's 8. And then 2 of those that were flagged, the reviewer resolved the breach of the TrustPilot guidelines. So 4 plus 5 plus 2 equals 11, right? Now 4 plus 2 is 6, right? So 4 are the TrustPilots that did not get removed, and 2 were negative reviews. Remember, he flagged 11. So 2 are the negative reviews that TrustPilot has said, yep, they provided information. I have verified that these are legitimate customers. So because 4 plus 2 is 6. And remember right here, it says 6 still remains. And 5 were removed. And they were removed because TrustPilot could not contact, or the person who left the review did not respond to TrustPilot, providing information that they are a legitimate customer. So what does that tell you? So what that tells you is little Andy is flagging all reviews, whether it's negative or not, anything that has any potential of a negative impact, even if it's marked as a 5-star or a 4-star, right? Because we can look here, right? 5-star 1, 1-star 10, that's 11. 10 plus 1 is 11, math here. So if there's any negative, regardless of the star rating, he flags. Unfortunately, TrustPilot did their job, and TrustPilot says, no. These are legit reviews. You can flag them all day you want, but these are legit reviews. So that tells you the response that little Andy is writing on these reviews, right? If we go back to the responses where he says, we have no record of you being a client. Like, let's find one of these negative reviews. where he goes, we have no record of you being a client. Is this one right here? Independent platform, blah, 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 today's digital age. Anyways, all these responses from little Andy saying, hey, we have no record of you being a client, da, da, da. Well, that's bullshit, because guess what? The review is still on TrustPilot, which means TrustPilot has validated that this customer provided information that they are a client of yours, whether it's contracts or whatever, right? So, proof of client agreement signed by you. This document would clearly establish business relationship and the outline agreed upon services, right? Well, guess what? This review is still here, and if we go and if we learned anything about this video, we know that TrustPilot did indeed validate it, because little Andy flagged it and it did not get removed. So, anyways, just some thought. I thought that was interesting. As always, I speak to y'all again soon.